2024 is shaping up to be one of the most prolific years in crypto. In this video, we're going to give you 5 of the most important trends we are watching this year and why you should be paying attention to them too. And speaking of things to watch out for this year, I'm thrilled to announce the grand return of BlockShow, one of the longest running blockchain events since 2016. BlockShow is joining forces with Blockdown, which is renowned for setting the standard in Web3 festival experiences, for a spectacular joint event in Hong Kong from May 8th to 9th. Join us for this unique blend. Follow the link in the description to learn more and secure your spot now. Early bird tickets are limited. Now, without further ado, I'm your host Jackson, bringing you 5 trends you should be watching this year. Number 1, Bitcoin. The first big crypto to watch is Bitcoin. This might seem like a no-brainer, but trust me, it's for good reason. There are 2 main events that could send Bitcoin on a one-way trip to the stratosphere. The first is the approval of a Bitcoin exchange-traded fund by the SEC. An exchange-traded fund, or ETF, is a publicly traded investment vehicle that tracks the price of Bitcoin. Investors can buy a share of the fund and thereby gain exposure to Bitcoin without actually having to buy Bitcoin themselves. This is incredibly significant because it makes it much easier for traditional and mainstream investors without crypto knowledge to get exposure to Bitcoin in a clearly regulated and lawful manner. Basically, the SEC's approval builds a safe runway to Bitcoin land, and all investors have to do is get in the plane. As you can probably guess, this will likely result in a new wave of investments from traditional finance into Bitcoin. The second reason Bitcoin takes the number 1 spot is the halving. Bitcoin's 4th halving will take place in April this year. This event occurs every 4 years. During each halving, the mining reward for each block is cut in half.
That means miners will now receive 3.125 Bitcoin for each block mined, rather than the previous 6.25.
To put that in simple terms, there is less Bitcoin being created than before. In economic terms, when an asset becomes scarcer and demand goes up, what do you think happens to the price? Historically, the 4-year halving cycle has correlated to subsequent increases in price action. You can see the pattern clearly on this chart. Dan Morehead, CEO of Pantera Capital, says that if Bitcoin follows its previous price patterns, the current rally could last until November 2025. The combination of the halving's 4-year price cycle with the approval of a Bitcoin ETF could jet Bitcoin to new heights. Predictions on how high Bitcoin could go vary from $80,000 from Bitwise Invest to a bold $1 million forecast from staunch Bitcoiner Samson Mao. Knowing Bitcoin, it probably won't be a smooth flight, but this is shaping up to be one heck of a year for Bitcoin. There is little doubt that Bitcoin will be the main force piloting the crypto market in 2024. All right, enough with the airplane puns. Let's move on to the second trend to watch. Number 2, real-world asset tokenization. 2024 will be a big year for the tokenization of real-world assets. Tokenization transforms traditional assets like stocks, bonds, or even precious metals and real estate into blockchain-based tokens. This process allows for fractional ownership. It's essentially breaking down a big asset into smaller pieces that can be easily bought and sold online. But how is this actually useful? Well, tokenization can be especially useful for normal people like you and me who might want to invest in low liquidity assets like real estate or fine art. For example, most of us can't afford a Picasso or a penthouse in Miami, even if we thought these assets would increase in value over time. With tokenization, we could take advantage of the increase in value of an asset without actually having to buy the whole asset. Institutional players are also showing increasing interest in tokenization. A 2023 Ripple survey shows that 72% of finance leaders plan to adopt tokenization in their business within the next 3 years. Analysts at Bitwise predict JP Morgan will tokenize one of its funds and launch it on-chain in 2024. That would likely pave the way for more large players to adopt this technology. Boston Consulting Group expects the real-world asset tokenization market to reach $16 trillion in value by 2030. So far, the most successful use case for real-world asset tokenization is represented by tokenized fiat currencies, best known as stablecoins. USDT, the largest dollar-backed stablecoin, is the most widely traded cryptocurrency. Bitwise predicts stablecoin transactions will surpass Visa in 2024. Looking at the success of stablecoins, we can expect more exciting use cases for tokenization gaining widespread adoption in the coming months and years. Number 3, GameFi. The global gaming industry is massive. It's worth hundreds of billions of dollars and is projected to only continue to grow. Many believe that blockchain-based games could tap into this industry's growth potential and bring Web3 into the mainstream. However, GameFi has faced a challenge: poor user experience. Play-to-earn games attracted players with the promise of making money rather than offering a truly enjoyable gaming experience. That's why critics started calling them play-to-work games. Players tend to abandon these games as soon as money circulating in the crypto economy dries up, like in a bear market. But there is hope for a change in 2024. Analysts at VanEck anticipate the release of a number of AAA games this year. The analysts even expect to see one of these games surpass 1 million daily active users. This would be a groundbreaking moment for blockchain gaming and would pave the way for more blockchain games to enter the mainstream. Number 4, the return of NFTs. Now, I know you might not be happy to hear about NFTs again. They are a polarizing topic for many of us in the crypto community. They're either as worthless as a rock, or they're an incredible new technology. Time will only tell which they end up being. However, like it or not, NFTs may return to center stage in 2024. According to a DappRadar report, NFT transactions have been on the rise in the closing weeks of 2023, driven by the recent Bitcoin rally past 40K. But the NFT landscape of 2024 will likely be very different from the one we saw booming in 2021. A major difference is the rise of ordinals, NFTs on the Bitcoin blockchain, which are already challenging Ethereum's dominance in the space. This trend is already evident if we look at December NFT daily volume data, where Bitcoin surpassed Ethereum on a number of occasions. Moreover, alternate layer ones like Solana and Tezos are expected to take increasing share of the NFT market. Finally, the NFT market should benefit from the expansion of real-world asset tokenization and the GameFi sectors, which, as we saw, are both expected to be big themes in 2024. Number 5, AI and blockchain. The final trend to watch in 2024 is AI and blockchain. The intersection between these two technologies has been one of 2023's strongest narratives and is expected to continue gaining momentum in 2024. Currently, a handful of tech giants dominate the AI sector, mainly due to the high costs associated with training AI models. This has raised concerns about the risks of concentrating this powerful technology in the hands of a select few companies. Blockchain technology offers a solution by decentralizing AI, promoting a more democratic landscape. According to venture capital fund A16Z, we should see the emergence of a permissionless blockchain-based AI market in 2024. That would allow individuals to contribute to creating datasets, which could lower costs and make AI more accessible to the public. Gemini also notes that zero-knowledge proof cryptography could even allow machine learning without exposing individual sensitive data. Additionally, blockchain will likely prove pivotal in tracking AI-generated content provenance and verifying its authenticity. Between deepfakes, advanced filters, and image generators, it's getting more and more difficult to tell what's real and what's not online. As AI-generated content becomes widespread, blockchain technology will prove critical for upholding the integrity of information on the internet. Considering all the potential use cases at the intersection of AI and crypto, many of which have yet to be discovered, this is a trend that could easily explode in 2024. So that's it, folks. This was a selection of the top 5 most important crypto trends to keep an eye on in 2024. Drop a like and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date as these trends evolve. Also, be sure to head over to Cointelegraph.com for more in-depth written coverage on these topics. Thank you everyone for watching. I'm your host Jackson, and I wish you all a great 2024.